In this day and age, everybody needs a dash cam, and we found the perfect solution. It's actually called the Fitcamx, and it actually is built to go in your particular vehicle and look like it came from the factory. This is very cool. Let's get right to it. Hello and welcome to the Full Octane Garage, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'm really excited about it. My modern cars, such as my C7 and C8 Corvette, both have built-in dash cams, and they record as soon as you start the car. You can pull the chip out, pop it in a PC, and see what happened if you had an event or if you saw some craziness happening on the road. My 2021 GMC Denali does not have this feature. So our friends at Fitcamx have sent us a cam that's going to look like it belongs from the factory in this truck. So we're going to show you how to install it. We're going to show you how it works, and this is a 4K cam, and these are under $200. If this camera actually works well, I have a couple of other cars. I have a Porsche 911 that I'm going to put it in, and we have a new Cayenne on order that we're going to put it in. So let's see what's in the box. This one is labeled accessories, and it looks like it comes with a wiring harness, a tool to remove the existing plastic cover in the vehicle, and it comes with a device that I can plug in either of USB-C or USB traditional and put your little memory card in so you can read the memory card out of the device. Now what's really cool about this particular product is it actually goes in place of an existing plastic cover in front of your rear view mirror. And that particular cover, underneath that cover is where a lot of your safety sensors are for the vehicle. And this one, again, it matches the interior. It actually has the camera built into it, so it's going to have the rear view mirror under here. This is going to replace the existing cover in there, and this is going to beam out the windshield, and you're going to have a 4K dash cam. And then it will save it to your little memory card. This comes with a memory card built into it. This one here is only a 64 gig. I believe you can put a 256 gig in it, but we're going to go with the 64 because you can make it to where it overwrites itself. And 64 gig actually does a lot of recording. This also connects Wi-Fi to your cell phone. So you're going to be able to pull your cell phone out, connect to this camera. Now, not while you're connected to the vehicle, so you can only be connected to one Bluetooth device. So this is going to talk Bluetooth to your phone and allow you to download video from your phone. So let's get to the installation and see how this goes. Okay, the first step is going to be deinstalling the existing cover, and they provided a nice tool. It's plastic, so it won't break your windshield, it won't mar anything. And you basically stick it up under the edge and twist it a little bit, and you do that on both sides, and this will come down. And then what we're going to have to do is take this particular piece out first. Whoops, and the whole thing comes out. So that's what you want. You want this whole piece to come out, and then the new piece is going to go right back in place of that. Once we do the wiring, next step is wiring. Okay, we have the new wiring harness, and what this wiring harness is going to do is we're going to unplug this plug here, and you can see it has an input that is going to go into this, and then we're going to take this plug and we're going to go right back into where that one came out, and it'll snap And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this plug and plug it back in here. And then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to tuck all of this wiring up in here while we make sure that we keep this wire handy for the plug that goes into the camera. Okay, you'll notice that the two of these plugs have a distinct direction that they need to go in. And once you identify that direction, you'll feel it click in. You want to make sure not to bend any of the prongs. There we go, and it snaps in. And then what we're going to try to do is tuck all of these wires in, and this will be the biggest challenge of your whole deal. Trying to tuck all the wires in, make sure that they are going to clear. And that unit will snap right in. And then we're going to take this front piece that came and snap it in. So that's as easy as it gets. This looks like a factory install. You'll see that the camera is on the front facing side. I just noticed that I have a crack in my windshield, and I hope that's not going to pose any issues, but if it does, I'll have to get the windshield replaced eventually anyways. But from a standpoint of it actually installing and looking nice and clean in factory, I would never know that wasn't a factory device. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to search for the Fitcamx X app. We're going to load that, we're going to install that, then we're going to open it up. We'll have to agree. Okay, now we're going to go in and connect to the app. Okay, we're going to go to the Fitcamx program. We're going to connect. And we're going to connect to the car cam. And it looks like we're connected. And as you can see, we actually see what it looks like in front of the vehicle right now. So that is a live camera shot. And if we want to change any of the settings, we can go into settings. We're talking to the camera. We can actually enable sound recording from inside the cabin of the vehicle. If I enable sound recording, now as I talk in the vehicle, we're going to record that. And I think that could be a handy feature, especially if you were to get pulled over and you wanted the audio to be recorded. That might be a good idea. Speaker volume, you can set the amount of speaker volume you like. You can set the video resolution. I currently have it to the maximum resolution of 2160. You can change the exposure if you find it's getting a little too bright. You can also add a time watermark if you like. I prefer not to do that. Collision sensing, I'm assuming, is when the vehicle is on. If you did have a collision, it would probably save that footage. Parking guard is the one that you have to have full-time power to, which we do not have. And then the rest of this stuff is firmware versions, format the SD card, factory reset, and a few other options you probably won't need to use. This is actually going to go and look at the various recording files that I have. I could actually download one of those to my phone. I could watch them and what have you from my phone connected via Bluetooth. The one thing it's important to realize is that you cannot be connected to your vehicle Bluetooth and the phone at the same time. So you have to pick one or other. Android Auto does try to take over my phone a lot, so you have to be a little bit careful on that. And that's pretty much all it is. The camera starts recording as soon as I turn the vehicle on, and it saves as soon as I turn the vehicle off. And that's pretty much all there is to the application. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward to use. Honestly, once I'm done with the the phone and in the initial settings, I'm probably going to not use the app. I find that what's going to happen is in the side of the camera, there is an area where you can pull your memory chip, and that's actually where I will find myself pulling the chip out, putting it in my my PC, downloading the files. I have to say the quality that I've seen so far is exceptionally good. For a sub $200 camera, as you can see, it looks like it belongs in the vehicle, which is just like it's perfect fit. Now, the one thing you will see is I have a small crack in my glass that does deter from some of the videos. So some of the video that you're going to see may look like it has a little bit of an image issue on the top section. That's my windshield. That is not the camera. This is actually such a good camera. I do have a 911 Porsche that I'm going to go ahead and order one of these for, and I do have a Porsche Cayenne on order that I'm going to order one of these for. So these are the last two vehicles that I don't have dash cams in. It's a 2 thumbs up. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. If you like our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back often. We're going to have a lot of really cool content coming up. And also, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, please use the link below. It does help our channel. We do make a little bit on it. But again, we give honest reviews on this stuff. If it was not a easy install as I have portrayed, and if it wasn't a a good quality image that I'm getting, we would not be recommending this. So thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage, and we look forward to seeing you in the near future. You'll see this is a nighttime drive that we were doing, and we came upon an accident, and I was the first lead vehicle. I was able to look at the accident and watch it while they loaded this into their truck. There was some kind of interesting times when they start pulling this vehicle up on the rollback and the rear tire starts lifting up. Got a little dicey and exciting for a moment. But the nighttime vision of this, I came home, I downloaded it, it looked pretty cool. I could see everything that was going on. So nighttime quality and resolution's really good. I'm going to let you look at the rest of this. There's another one where we're coming up our driveway. You'll see that resolution's good. You'll see at the top of the driveway to the right, there was a deer that we briefly caught a vision of. And then at the very last of the video, there is a daytime drive we took. So hope you enjoyed this footage.